Welcome, Elder Scrolls enthusiasts. My name is Terminal Stories, and welcome to this modded Skyrim playthrough. I'm gonna start up a new game. I have all my creations and mods loaded up in the load order. Let's get started. Alright guys, meet my character Bejor Frostcloak with a mohawk, a magnificent beard, and a nasty scar that even that beard won't hide. And dead pixels on the wall. So, this map down here, this is our spawn points. We're gonna spawn in one of the taverns in the game. And also this Province of Skyrim map, I actually have this map, exactly this one, hanging on my wall next to me. So, it was included with the game when I first got it, so. And this is one of my favorite games, and I'm in Elder Scrolls channel, so. Right, get the HUD back up, and let's start in Riverwood, because the first quest we are gonna have is before the storm. Alright, let's head outside straight away. Let's get this party started. And also notice the text in this loading screen. This is one of my mods, Snarky Commons. Snarky loading screens. And you will maybe see some other things that have changed. Mainly the town of Riverwood itself. We're gonna say no to survival mode, because this looks a little bit different than your vanilla Riverwood, doesn't it? Yes, this is one of my mods. It's an improved Riverwood. I think it's Kato's Riverwood. That is the name of it. So yeah, this is also Whiterun is also different, and I think every city has been improved except for Solitude, Markarth, and Riften. That's just off the top of my head. Otherwise, all other things are, excuse me, all other cities are improved, made bigger, or anyway, look different. Alrighty, so one thing I want to start off by doing is this hatch. And this is the Skyrim cheater room. Now, I'm not going to cheat myself any items. What I am going to do is I'm going to cheat myself something. It gives me all the words of power of every cheat, of every shout. And then I think, Ring of God mode, that's very tempting. The Amulet of Talos, so there will be no shout cooldowns. And this also plays into me being a Nord, and a rebellious one at that, because I am still a Nord that believes in Talos. So, not in real life, but in the game. And you know, I'm just gonna wanna make some kind of fun character. So, when I'm talking to Alvor, I'm gonna just skip over whatever he has to say to me. And,
how do you know him?
So
I'd be glad to help a friend of Hadvar.
So I'm gonna,
Dragon.
I'm gonna tell you what
Helgen?
this playthrough is gonna be about.
What I saw earlier, flying down the valley from the south.
Exactly.
I was hoping I was wrong about what I thought it was.
You weren't wrong, Alvor. You keep interrupting me. No, I'm doing that to myself. But yeah. So this playthrough, what it's gonna be about is it's basically gonna just be just me playing Skyrim the way I would normally, but only then talking over it to you guys. Maybe have some funny anecdotes, or maybe I've captured some footage from a different playthrough or some weird stuff that happened. I'm gonna put it in the corner of the screen so you can watch that at your own leisure. So
The
talking to Alvor
need to
here.
get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever
That's
soldiers
that.
he can.
So then I'm gonna ask him for
Like I said,
supplies.
I'm glad to help in any way I can.
And
Help
hopefully
yourself to whatever you need, within reason.
these, the lockpick, the silver ring, the garnet, the cooked beef, why not? Okay, that's that.
Until next
Okay,
time.
so now for weaponry. We have an iron dagger. That's all we have for now. So what I am going to do is I'm gonna see what I can sell to the riverwood trader. So maybe I can get a sword here. So open up the riverwood trader. And of course Lucan is gonna have his claw
Well,
stolen.
one of us has to do something.
His golden claw.
I said no. I don't
And I'm gonna ask him if something happened, and then he's gonna
You
give us the
I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment.
he's gonna give us the quest
It's
golden
yours
claw.
if you bring my claw back. The sooner you
So we're gonna
trinkets,
ask what
odds
he
and
has for
ends,
sale.
that sort of thing.
We're gonna barter with him over the silver amethyst ring, the silver ring that we have on us, the books. This Imperial Condolence is just a little backstory. Given the wine bottles, given the garnets, and see if he has a sword for us. Sword, 72 gold, 78 gold actually. It's a steel sword, 140. I don't have enough for the steel sword, sadly. So I'm gonna grab this iron sword from him. I'm gonna sell him my iron dagger. So we have 48 gold,
Now, if you're going
and
to get those
he,
things, you should head.
actually, Lucan, and any other merchant is actually quite rich, as you may have seen. That is also a mod. It's the rich merchant of Skyrim mod, I think it's called.
Yep.
And that is...
Across the bridge to get to Bleak Falls
Oh
Barrow.
yeah, that's Camilla. If you didn't know this, Camilla Valerius leads you to the edge of town, because if you listen closely to the dialogue, that is actually what Lucan tells her to do, because she wants to follow you all the way to the claw, but he won't let her. So that's an oak. So we are gonna go towards Bleak Falls Barrow, right up there, because we will select the Golden Claw quest in our quest log. And now I want to talk about this. This is also another mod. It's called Point the Way. So it puts waypoints, or these signs all around Skyrim with every possible direction you can go in. And this lamp pole also, that's not here usually. I've grown accustomed to it because I have this mod installed for so long. This is called Light the Way. And that puts lampposts with lanterns in it to light up the main roads. So we're gonna have a few wolves to kill here. And maybe I'm pronouncing wolves a bit weirdly, but it happens. There you are. Come here. Get down. So, heading up this mountain. I actually have an anecdote already here. Once I played this game, different character of course, and I was already quite a... I wasn't a high level, but I was a decent level. So I came up here with a decent bow, decent sword, decent sword, and decent sword shield, the whole combination. And I came up here and I shot the two guys that are, one is leaning against the tree there, one is on the bridge. I shot those two stealthily, and then actually was able to shout the chief off the top of the tower. I'm sad I don't have any footage of it, but it was fun.
Ain't this a surprise?
Ain't this a surprise indeed? You are a tough one. You're blocking me. And the other one actually is gonna have a nice enough present for us when we kill him. Because she, actually, it's a she this time.
Take your stuff.
Oh god, the chief is here.
I can take you.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you have a bow and some arrows for me, so that is actually what I want you for. So, Chief, I'm gonna ask you to follow me here. Get up. Then I'm gonna do what I just said. I'm gonna try and shout her or him off this tower of his. Okay, so it worked. It worked. Okay, let's grab his stuff. Let's grab his armor. Now he's naked. And grab his sword actually as well. So we're gonna get everything that is of use to us out of these three, so we can progress and head up to the barrow. Boots, armor, shields, everything. I'm gonna grab a steel warhammer. So now we are a bit more clothed as the Dragonborn would be. But of course our character doesn't know he's Dragonborn yet, and we're not gonna get to that in this episode. But backstory for why he can even shout and knows every single shout is he has had this ability as a child. Basically he could speak the dragon language. That's the backstory, headcanon and everything. So he has had the ability to shout since childhood. And oh god, there we go. okay, yes. Gonna get into a shootout here. So basically, Bejor has had the ability to shout since childhood. Had the ability to, you know, speak words of power. And basically now he has become a drunkard because I told him he was crazy because he spoke an old dead tongue, basically. So, oh god, okay, so hey, I'm gonna have to change my strategy here and take care of these guys this way. So a bit more on the backstory. He knows every shout, like I showed you in the cheat room, and we're gonna use not even every shout in the game. So that's not what I'm gonna do. And I think did I cut off her arm? Okay, yes I did. Sorry, that's very morbid. Also a mod, I think, the more blood and gore mod. So you can also see that on my sword there's a lot more blood than there would be if the mod wasn't enabled. But basically I'm gonna introduce shouts when they are relevant, and actually one is going to come up. Looking at the time, I'm not gonna make this episode too long. I'm just gonna get to the point where I get the claw, and then I'm gonna end off this part. But for now, you are still along for the ride, and that is the whole idea of this playthrough. I'm just gonna sit down on this couch of mine and play Skyrim the way I normally would. Kind of explaining what I do, having some anecdotes, and you are along for the ride as long as you are willing to watch these videos. And basically I'm just gonna try and make this a fun time for everyone involved. I was gonna say, how did you not notice me? So yeah, I'm gonna make this fun for everyone involved, and do not expect any spectacle or anything crazy or out of the ordinary. Maybe some weird stuff that's gonna happen. But mostly it's gonna be me playing Skyrim the way I normally would. Just heading off, starting with the main quest, which this is a part of. But basically, once we get to Whiterun and we spoke to the Jarl, which is actually the quest that Elver gave us, we're gonna head off, do our own things, head off into the Skyrim wilderness, and see where it goes from there. Because that is the way you're supposed to play Skyrim. You're not supposed to have a plan, and that's why the random encounters are so good. So yeah. First 2 episodes, we're gonna get through this dungeon, we're gonna get to Whiterun and speak to the Jarl. If you don't want to watch that yet, well, you're gonna have to wait for a few episodes until we head off into the wild, which is probably gonna be the title of that video once we get to it. So basically here we're gonna sneak, we're gonna be patient for this bandit to flip the lever and get himself unalived in the process. Not sure how vulgar I can be with YouTube's policies. There we go, he's dead. There's no other threats in this room, so we don't need to worry about anything. And the solution is up here on the wall, so it's snake, snake, fish. Is it? Yeah, snake, snake, fish. So snake, snake, and fish. There we go. Now, next threat, skeevers running up these walls, running up these stairs. They can't actually run up walls, which would be quite, which would make them quite the adversary actually. If they were able to actually run upstairs, it would make them something else than they already are. Of course, they're just rodents. I mean, there's nothing really special about them. And we leveled up. Good, that's pickpocketing increased. There's nothing really special about these skeevers, they're just big rats. But if they were to climb up walls, be able to do that, actually, like spiders in real life are, thankfully not in this game, that would be, that would make them a more interesting adversary. Now, for the arachnophobes watching, which includes me, we won't have to suffer through this one long. Just gotta get some shouts favorited already. And fire breath is in the house. Now close your eyes because this is horrific. Thankfully for us, we can actually shout unlimited fire breath, the full 3 words, and he's done. Sorry, that smack you heard was me smacking my leg.
You, over here.
Yes, Arvel.
You did it. You
What's
killed
going
it.
on?
Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
I want to ask you something, Arvel. Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the hall of storage. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe.
Yeah, fine.
Sweet
Let me
breath
see
of
if I
arcade.
can do that.
Thank
He has the claw
you.
on him,
I can feel it.
so now it's done. And you just attack him. Because he was gonna run away from you. Now it doesn't really matter that he was gonna run away from you, because the next couple of rooms that we get to, in one of those rooms he's gonna get overwhelmed by the undead. By the Draugr, actually. They're in this room. But no, we're not gonna do that this time. This is just an introduction episode. So yeah, this is me playing Skyrim the way I normally would, and you are, if you want it, along for the ride. So I want to thank you guys for watching this intro episode, and I hope you will join me for the next time we head on this adventure, if we continue this adventure. So I don't expect any likes or subscribes or comments, but if you want to leave any of those behind, leave a subscribe or a comment. It's always very much appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time when we follow Bejor, or me actually, on his journey. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one.